This year, I've done a lot of traveling with friends, visiting different places around Colombia, like San Andres and Santa Marta. We also visited some wild places too, like the Amazon. That's a spoiler because I haven't published that video just yet, but I will soon, so be sure you're subscribed with that notification bell turned on. Having my friends to travel with is truly what made each of those trips special. But y'all already know I started this journey solo, and something deep inside of me was itching to get away, to venture out to a foreign place, all alone, and discover parts about me and that destination that I hadn't known before. So that's how I ended up here, searching the Google Flights Explore page for the cheapest country I could get to from Medellin. Now, I'm not gonna lie, before this little experiment, if someone would have asked me about Curaçao, I would have pictured the liqueur before thinking about the island. Sad, I know. But after seeing the flight prices and doing a quick Google search, I knew without a doubt the tiny island was where my next solo trip needed to be, so I booked my ticket immediately. Next, I hopped on Booking.com and booked a cute apartment at a boutique hotel with bomb reviews and a really good price. Pretty much everything I read about Curaçao said a car would be needed to get around, so I went ahead and booked that too so I wouldn't have to worry about it when I touched down. Someone in a travel Facebook group shared a rental car company with me called Prince. Initially, I booked on their website directly, but then I discovered their rentals were half the price when I booked on a third-party company called Discover Cars. The rental car company itself was great though, so I would definitely use Prince again. First time driving internationally. First time driving forever. I don't drive no more. What is up, y'all? I have made it to Curaçao, and I just checked into my apartment. When I got here, I went and got my rental car situated out first, and then found my way out here. I was really nervous about driving. I have not driven a car outside of the States ever since I started traveling. But it's been really chill. Like, it's an island and it's a small island, so traffic isn't really that bad and people go at a slow pace, and you know, everyone's tranquila out here. So yeah, made it out to my hotel finally. I found this place on Booking.com and I'm really surprised. It had really good reviews. It was like a 9.5, so that had me sold, but it is so much better than I was even anticipating. I'm gonna show you guys. So this is the hallway. There's some stairs. You come up this way and this leads into the bedroom. So there's the bed. It's got a closet. It's really like a walk-in closet. It's a big closet. Lots of space. It's got like a little counter and stuff, or dresser. Got like a little dresser and stuff over here. And the bathroom is on that side. The blinds are shut, but it looks like it gets some pretty good lighting in here. And then the ceilings are beautiful. So yeah, going into the bathroom. Got the shower and all of that. It's clean. That's really what's most important in a bathroom, you know, it just needs to be clean. This is my airport wear. I'm gonna change into a bathing suit soon. And then on this side, this is the part that I was like, whoa. I think I saw it in the pictures, but I did not realize how big it is. So this is like my little living room area. And then there is a stove, a little kitchen. And got a microwave coming up in the world. And then a little place to like sit and eat. And then out here, this is definitely my favorite part because I love a good balcony. Look at this. Okay, first of all, Curaçao, you're gorgeous. But I just love all the seating options there. Sit here, and then here is a peek at the grounds of the hotel. This is the parking lot. I'm definitely going to show you guys the garden later. It's like a whole pool, and look at that. Look at that bird. Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. Everything here is just so bright and colorful, and I'm in love. Oh. But yeah, they have a garden in the back with a pool. It's really nice. This is a really nice. I picked good. You know, usually I do a good job, but this one surprised me. So yeah, I'm going to change into my bathing suit. It is hot. They're telling me that it's hotter this week than it has been in a while. So there's no option but to put a bathing suit on. I want to find some food and yeah, I'll tune in with you guys later. I started my trip with a meal at Bali Restaurant. I was starving and it was up the street from me, so it was pretty much a given that I would eat there. And the mix of Thai, Indonesian, and Suriname food did not disappoint. I told the waitress that I wanted something sweet mixed with Curaçao, and I ended up getting this tasty drink. I can't remember what was in it, but it was really good. I also got the salmon curry, and it came with rice. Definitely didn't finish all this food, but it worked out because I ended up with leftovers for later. My total came out to be around 36 USD. Next, I hopped on the road and headed towards the beach. I was still getting used to the whole driving situation and found myself surprised by how much I actually liked it. The roads were easy one-ways, and I liked being able to just get up and go. No wait time, no app issues, no talkative Uber drivers. It was freeing, especially because I was solo. Kokomo Beach was the closest beach to where I was staying, so I headed there to lay out and watch the sunset. My first impression of Kokomo Beach was that it was pretty and well-maintained. I had read online that it was a public beach, meaning there was no cost to enter. You just paid for beach chairs and stuff. And where I come from, public facilities can be a hit or miss, so I was happily surprised at Kokomo. Seeing this beach really had me curious to what the private beaches would look like. I spent the evening just relaxing and settling into the ambiance. It was such a chill beach. I had no problem leaving my stuff while I was in the water, but still keeping my eye on it, of course. There were families and couples and friend groups. I felt completely comfortable being by myself and being in my skin. Curaçao is extremely diverse, with more than 50 different nationalities represented. The majority of the people on the island are of African descent, so it wasn't uncommon to see people who looked like me, and people who didn't look like me were accustomed to being around people that did. The island also has 3 official languages, Papiamentu, Dutch, and English. But when I was there, I also heard Spanish and Portuguese. It even got to a point where I would just freeze up and wait for someone else to speak first because I didn't know what language I should use to greet them. Since being here, I've been greeted by hola, bombini, bom dia, buen dia, feliz dia. I don't ever know what to say anymore, and I just smile and silently wait and just repeat whatever someone says back to me. This was my beautiful balcony view the next morning. The property was so well taken care of with all its flowers and greenery. Thuishaven Boutique is all about the details, with quirky decor and alluring artwork. It made for a really homey and one-of-a-kind stay. I didn't cook while I was there, but there were cooking supplies and adequate utensils available. The host also left me a book of recommendations and facts about the island. I really appreciated these little touches. Not to mention the pool situation in the back. The hotel is located in the middle of the island, with the closest beach, Kokomo Beach, being about 15-ish minutes away. The pool was a nice trade-off for not being right near the water, and staying so centric on the island allowed me to explore more of it in the short 4 days that I was there. I highly recommend checking out Thuishaven if you're visiting Curaçao. Get a discount on your stay, along with travel tips, itinerary recommendations, and more in my Curaçao travel guide at shopthewanderbox.com. Traffic out here is terrible. I really wish I would have got up earlier and came. Oh, it's an accident. Oh no. Okay, that's why. This is so beautiful. I drove to Willemstad to explore the colorful districts of Punda and Otrabanda. There was a highly recommended breakfast spot nearby called Rustique, so I started the day there. I had the eggs and mashed plantains and fresh fruit juice. All of it was really good. After I went to get some cash out, this was the only ATM I could find that actually worked with my Charles Schwab card. Truthfully, I didn't run into very many situations where I needed cash. Outside of at the gas station and some of the beach vendors, I usually could get by with just using my card. I crossed over the Queen Emma Bridge and was amazed by how beautiful everything was. This looks nice and all, but what they won't tell you is that this bridge is actually rocky. I don't know if the audio on my camera is picking it up, but it's like, we move it. We on a bridge. Hunda is vibrant and eye-catching. There's art everywhere, along with shopping and dining. I spent some time just wandering and exploring the little district. Next, I hopped over to this aquarium to see all sorts of animals I hadn't seen up so close before. Flamingos, dolphins, sharks. I liked the aquarium, but it was smaller than I expected, and admittedly, I was a teeny bit underwhelmed. I would go back, but instead of just walking around, I'd do snorkeling or skip the aquarium part altogether and get in the water with the dolphins at the Dolphin Academy nearby.
Welcome to Dolphin Academy's premier dolphin training presentation, a comprehensive celebration of our relationship with these extraordinary marine mammals. Although we come from the world of land and they from water, we both share the air. We are of two worlds, but one family.
Have Estrella. There goes Estrella showing off. Our tour trainer, guys, for this presentation, her name is Didi.
My last stop for the day was at Mambo Beach, a popular beach known for its nightlife and shopping. I ordered what I thought was a snack, but turned out to be a shared order of French fries. Fortunately, leftover fries make great breakfast potatoes. I laid out and just watched the sunset. Again, the crowd here was mixed with families and couples and friends alike. Oddly, I didn't actually meet any other solo travelers while I was there, but I have no doubt that there were others somewhere on the island. Later that night, I stopped by Matsuri for sushi, which was unexpectedly really delicious. On the third day, I hit the road again, this time headed for the west side of the island. It took about 30 to 40 minutes, and I left around 8ish in the morning. For anyone who really doesn't want to drive, I'd recommend staying on the east side of the island and maybe even at a resort to be more accessible to things without a car. Taxis are said to be really expensive, and the buses can be a gamble. With my Curaçao travel guide, you can map out how far things are from each other and plan out your transportation to be more cost effective. Be sure to check it out. I started at Playa 40 and was surprised to see it was right below a huge cliff. Still absolutely gorgeous, though, with its super clean turquoise waters. It was almost completely empty that morning, and I had a whole section of the beach to myself. I killed some time hanging out until it was time for my sea turtle excursion at Playa Piscadao, a beach just 2 minutes over. Literally, it was just like a 2-minute drive. Now, I won't say too much about the excursion itself because I highly don't recommend it. I ended up getting my money back because it was that unpleasant of an experience. Here you can see the guide chopping up fish to feed to the turtles to get them to swim closer to the shore. Low-key, it was kind of gross. Overall, though, I did really enjoy seeing all the water life underwater, and it's definitely something I would do again, just with a different organizer. And maybe with dolphins instead next time. One of the sea turtles bit me, and after that, I don't know if we vibed too well. So I decided to cut my excursion short because I got bit by a sea turtle. It definitely was not a beginner type of activity. We were like out in the water, and I probably needed a life vest, but the turtle biting wasn't even, definitely not part of the plan. And I think there was a guy who wasn't even on the excursion that was directing things, so I don't know, it was kind of a mess. So I dipped out. I'm at this place called Soul Food, and it has really, really nice views. After self-comforting with food at Soul Food, I hopped over to Rustique, a beach nearby that would have been the last stop had I continued with the sea turtle tour. The waters there were breathtaking. I mean, do you see that blue? I never grew tired of beach hopping around Curaçao because all the beaches were beautiful and had something unique to offer. Like this beach had pigs running around. In true beach bum fashion, I laid out and watched the local daredevils diving off the cliffs and all the boats with partiers passing by. This beach even had an ice cream truck. Though Rustique was a lot more crowded than some of the other beaches I visited, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Since it was my last night in Curaçao, I decided to take myself out for a nice dinner and see what their nightlife was all about. Mood Restaurant was one of the most talked about restaurants I'd seen, so I went to check it out and immediately could see why. It really is such a vibe. There are 2 menus that you can choose from, and the one that you pick determines which side of the restaurant you sit on. Honestly, I just chose the menu that would put me closest to the sea, but in hindsight, I wondered if the food on the other side of the restaurant was better, because my sushi wasn't really anything to rave about. Overall, I'd recommend Mood for its mood, not necessarily the food. After dinner, I walked next door to Wet n Wild Beach Club. It lived up to its name too, and was a great way to end off my vacation. So it is my last day here. I'm actually getting ready to go grab some breakfast and then head to the airport. I'm so sad. I was so sad, y'all. I wish I could stay longer. If it wasn't so difficult to change my flight, honestly, I would. And now that I know how it is here, the next time that I come, I'm just gonna book a one-way because it's so close to Colombia and the flights are not that bad. So yeah, I'm really sad. I had a great time here in Curaçao. I'm going to be back. This is not the last time. I will definitely be back. I'm also creating a travel guide for this for sure. This is a great solo travel destination. So be sure to check out shopthewanderbox.com. And yeah, I don't want to leave. I can't believe this is my last day. It went by so fast. I definitely have to do a part 2 and 3. Also, my hair. The sun has done its thing. Is it yellow? Is it green? I don't even know. Oh, this is gonna get fixed when I get back to Colombia ASAP. So that was it. I stopped by Bistro Botanica for breakfast, made a super quick trip to see Gentil Beach since it was a private beach and I hadn't visited one yet. Then I dropped off my rental car and went to the airport. As a takeaway, if you're planning a trip to Curaçao, remember to pack a beach bag and water shoes, and get the travel guide so you'll have everything you need to know before you go. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Curaçao. I'll be back.